I'm Joey Motta, age 24, born in Glendale, Arizona, and I'm an organic gardener, BMX rider, and co-owner of Raw Life Superfoods. I started organic gardening in 2009, and I was really inspired by my neighbors that live next door. We live on flood irrigated acre lots, and just always looking through the chain link fence growing up. They always had an organic garden, and they have 13 horses over there, and I always grew up with a horse and clean up the horse's poop, throw it away, and just kind of go about our lives like that. And one day I saw them with a really nice garden, and I think it was like, at the time I was like looking online at like Costco.com or something, and I saw like a sphere, like a big plastic sphere that you could like do composting in, and just like got curious one day because in the back of our property we'd pile up the horse manure for like a couple months at a time, and like quarterly we'd have someone come by and throw it away. And this time I took that manure mound and I spread it out inside a small dirt area in my backyard, and started gardening, and eventually had my neighbors come over and drop off a load of their horse manure. Just had like red cedar wood chips and horse manure, and then their urine, and that makes a perfect recipe for a perfect compost. And my buddy Brian and I, we just started composting for, it was probably about 6-10 months, and until my whole backyard got totally covered in windrows of horse manure, and we were out there turning it by hand every day after school, and eventually just a beautiful organic garden developed, and I got the microorganisms going really good inside the soil, back inside the dirt plot, and I think from there it developed into, I just wanted the whole property to be something that I could eat or be something edible. We had 3 non-fruiting mulberry trees on the property, and that's about it, and a mesquite tree, and planted a fig tree, planted a banana plant, and then from there on out I kind of had like 3 different gardens. Had a garden on the east side of my property, of my mom's property, and for all my tropicals, the bananas, and eventually got guavas and white sapote and moringa and avocados. And then towards the back of our property I started growing more figs and apricots and peaches, and then in the very far back of the property had the organic garden that I've been growing for about 7 years now. 8 years, going on 8 years, and it's fucking badass. I love it. It's the fucking thing that keeps me on track the most, is eating out of the garden, not having to spend money on going to the grocery store, actually knowing where my food's coming from. I think that eating locally organic grown produce is the way of the future, and I think it's the way it's always been for a lot of our ancestors growing up. And I think that just with local small-scale agriculture, it's going to be a lot more productive for our future than big commercial farms that supply a lot of our produce that we see in the supermarket today. And I think just getting back to going to farmers markets and getting to know what's in season, getting to know your farmer, and just knowing that they have healthy soil that they've built their farm off of and grown their produce with. And that's really the most important, is the soil. You take care of the soil, and you know that your farmer's taking care of the soil, or you yourself are taking care of the soil. The soil's going to take care of the plants, and the plants are going to take care of you. And it's just going to give you a lot more energy, a lot more life force energy, eating locally grown, in-season produce than getting produce that, you really don't know where it's came from, what it's been sprayed with, or what kind of nutrients it's been grown with, or where it's been grown. And just really getting to know, like, how a plant grows and how long it takes to grow a plant, and really respecting the plants that we eat, and knowing to through organic gardening and having a healthy, active lifestyle, I'd like to see more people get into, growing plants. If I can inspire someone to grow a garden or plant a seed, or get motivated just to be stoked on plants and putting plants inside your body and eating cool, exotic, tropical fruits. And, because it's all in the experience. If you've never tried something before, or never tried a fruit or a certain type of vegetable, and you see the reaction on someone's face of them trying something for the first time and actually liking it, like a miracle fruit, for example, and being able to eat a miracle fruit and then eat a whole lemon after, and like really be stoked on, like, just having that experience of trying that new fruit and being able to taste something different that your taste buds have never tasted before, and just knowing that it's good for you. And back in 2012, my brother and I created Raw Life Superfoods, and it's a superfood company it's pretty much just plant dust, like 40 different vegetables, herbs, and fruits, all dried and ground down into a powder and processed inside a lab and added with probiotics and digestive enzymes. And it's really just something that you can bring with you anywhere, and just know that you're getting your fruits and vegetables in for the day. And if you can't do it at home, you can bring it with you. And that's really all that we're trying to do, is just show people that you can lead an active, healthy lifestyle anywhere that you go, and anything that you're doing. You don't have to be a gardener. You don't have to be some athlete. You can be a normal person sitting behind a desk and still lead an active, healthy lifestyle by supporting a farmer and growing something in your backyard, and just really taking the curiosity to learn about plants, and just to know that, plants are the shit.